is being a stay-at-home mom. A lot of people can sometimes look at it like it's not a lot to do with being a stay-at-home mom. Like, how can you be tired and you're a stay-at-home mom? Listen, taking care of a baby is not always easy. I love my baby dearly, but sometimes mama is tired. I mean, tired. And I take my hat off to any mother, a working mother, a stay-at-home mother, whatever role you play in a child's life. um, I'm sure it's very meaningful and it means a lot to them, especially if you're an active parent in their life. It means a lot on both ends with a father and a mother. If sometimes there's stay-at-home fathers. So I just feel like either way, it's a blessing. And especially to have a man that doesn't get bothered by the fact that I don't work. We had this conversation way before we became husband and wife, and his response was pretty much like, if you want to work, you can work. If you don't, if you want to work, you can work. If you don't want to work, that's cool too. But once I got pregnant and all this craziness happened in the world, I said I don't want my baby to be at nobody's daycare. I don't want her to be at nobody's anything. I would rather be at home taking care of her and teaching her and doing everything that I need to do for her. So I don't complain a whole lot about too much of anything, but like I said, some days I am tired, but she gives me so much strength. She gives me so much motivation. She gives me so much of a boost to be able to not just take care of her, but to just push through in life, along with the personal relationship that I have with God. I have to crack that Bible open to get some energy, to get a good word, to put something inside of myself. So sometimes I have to put on a little bit of lip gloss or lipstick or something cute to look nice to myself because of everything that's going on. And I'm not gonna lie, I have a bit of a phobia since COVID has come about. And if you love me, pray for me, because I never said that that was a good thing, but I do. And a lot of times I don't like to be around anybody, to be real with you. It's not that I'm being rude or anything of that nature. It's just that I know that I have a compromised immune system. I know that my baby is still a little baby, and my husband, he can't help that he has to go out in the world and work to keep things flowing for our home. So we just try to play everything super safe. And with being a stay-at-home mother, I still have to get a little bit of self-care in for myself. Not, and these days I'm learning not to just get a little bit in, but a lot of bit in, especially on the weekends. Shout out to my husband for stepping up and taking that role of mommy and daddy sometimes, mostly on the weekends, because during the week sometimes I'm beat after having her Monday through Friday by myself most times. So by the time the weekend hits, he may be tired as well, but for the most part, he'll still get up and make the bottles. He'll still get up and get her so I can sleep in a little longer on the weekends. And I definitely appreciate that, because self-care to me is self-love. And I can't forget about myself just because I'm a wife and a mother. If I'm not good to me, I can't be good to them or anybody else around me for that matter. I love my family. I love the few friends that I have. But sometimes I just want to be left alone. A lot of times I feel like I'm an introvert because I love my alone time. I truly enjoy it, and especially these days, I just enjoy it because I hardly ever get alone time. So I enjoy it, and a lot of people take that the wrong way, as if I'm upset or I'm depressed. I'm not depressed and I'm not upset. I just love peace. I love peace. If it's drama, if it's negativity, if it's somebody saying something negative about me, keep it to yourself. just like they did. I'm not with negativity. I'm not with the behind the back stuff. I'm not with the indirect type of thing. If you can't say something directly to me, then it really doesn't matter to me. Honestly, that's where I've come in my life. A lot of times, the old DeAndre, because I'm growing every day. The old DeAndre used to care what people thought of me, or people feel like I'm acting funny, or people, I don't know, whatever their thoughts may be. But I've come to the realization to say and to feel like what you think of me is none of my business. As long as I feel like I'm constantly growing, um, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, and I'm on the right track with God, and I'm on the right track with my husband, and I'm on the right track with those who truly, genuinely care about me and love me, I don't care what anybody else thinks of me. But I feel like all of that ties into being able to tell people no. Just because I'm a stay-at-home mother and you work or you do whatever it is that you do doesn't mean that I don't have a life. That is the life that I have, and that is the life that I pray for. Just because it doesn't seem like a life to you doesn't mean it's not a life to me. And oftentimes I don't want to text, I don't want to talk, I don't want anybody to come over and visit. Not to be mean, but because I just need that space sometimes. I need that me time. I need that time with my husband, just me and him, or just me, him, and our baby. So it's not that I'm being funny or that I'm trying to alienate myself from everybody. It's just that sometimes I just love my peace, and I've been this way even before I became a wife and a mother. I've always been the type to just stay in my little bubble, and a lot of people don't understand it, but they have to respect it, is what I was trying to say. Because life is not always easy for me. It's really not. Some days I'm aching from my head to my feet, but I still have to push through. I still have to do things to keep my house flowing and doing the things that I know how to do. And like I said, my baby has a way of giving me that strength to push through, to be all that I can be. When I wake up in pain and I see that smile on her face and her beautiful bright eyes, it's like I tell myself I can do this. I have to do this, because I feel like nobody can take care of her the way that I can take care of her. Yes, some days it's rough, especially with having spina bifida, maneuvering around with her and picking her up and learning how to do certain things by myself. Yes, sometimes that's difficult, but I feel like I'm learning how to adjust to certain things. I have to use certain devices to move her around. I have to do what's best for me, regardless of what it looks like to anybody else. I have to do what works for me and my baby. And as time go on, I feel like she's adjusting to me and the things that I have to do to take care of her. A lot of times she'll just look up at me and smile, or she'll laugh, or she'll start kicking her feet. Like, I don't know what mom is doing, but whatever it is, I know I'm okay. And that's where I am with everything. When I don't pick up the phone, when I don't text back, when I don't feel like being bothered, it's not to make anybody feel bad about themselves or to make anybody feel like I don't love them. Oftentimes people show love in different ways, and I can say that I'm not a person to reach out to many people, but it does not mean that I don't love you. And if you reach out to me and I don't pick up, that still doesn't mean that I don't love you. Like I said, I'm really not a phone person, but if you text me, I promise you I'll text you back. Maybe not in that exact moment, but trust me, when I get around to it, I will. A lot of times people seem to text or call me right when she's taking a nap, or right when she's getting ready to lay down or close her eyes. But what I'm learning to do is just take time out for me, no matter who called, no matter who texts, no matter who wants to stop by. I'm learning to know that it's okay to say not right now, not today, not this instant. Just no, without an explanation, because um, people still do what they need to do to keep things flowing in their lives, but sometimes don't mind to inconvenience you or to try to make you feel bad for doing what's best for you in your life, is what I've learned the older I get. And even when I was a little girl, I've always been the kind of person to care, overly care about what everybody thinks. And it's like, it's time for me to live. It's time for me to do what's best for DeAndrea. And I don't think that's rude. I don't think that's being disrespectful. I think that's a part of self-care, actually. And like I said, everything that I'm saying to me ties into being a stay-at-home mother and doing what's best for my family and I. Yes, the family that I came from is very important, but the family that I've created comes first. After God, they come first. And that's just something that I've come into. It didn't happen immediately after getting married, even though that was a conversation that we had in counseling, that no matter what, everybody else pretty much gets the back seat. It's not being disrespectful. It's not going too far. It's just the way the things should be. You should never have a hard time with putting you and your family that you created first. And that's just how I feel about it. And being a stay-at-home mother can kind of, like I said, tie into everything that I've talked about thus far. Being a stay-at-home mother is often tough. A lot of people glamorize it and make it seem like it's just such a great thing all the time. Yes, it is a great thing when it comes to being able to teach your child new things, and you actually see them come into life, and teaching her new words or teaching him new words, and they're actually starting to repeat them back to you, or watching them take their first steps, or just watching them do new things, and not a daycare provider or a teacher or somebody calling you to let you know what those first things were. You're actually seeing it firsthand, the new things that your child is doing. It's a blessing to me. A lot of people can't stay home, and I applaud those mothers as well. You're still a hardworking mother, being able to go to work, being able to hold a business down, or being able to do whatever it is that you do on top of being a mother. I applaud you, but I also applaud myself. And I'm not saying this in a cocky kind of way. I'm not saying this in a like it's all about me kind of way. I'm not even that kind of person, if you truly know me. I'm saying this because I wasn't always the kind of person that gave myself credit. I often looked around at everybody else around me, especially women in my family, because most women in my family are go-getters. They all have jobs. They all get up early every day to go chase a bag. And I chose a different route. And oftentimes I was hard on myself, like, this is not what I seen growing up in nobody, in none of my family members, as far as women staying home and being stay-at-home mother and wives. I've never seen that. So to do the opposite of what I've seen, it was kind of hard on me, if I can be transparent. Once again, I've told you guys that a lot of my videos will be about transparency, and I pray a lot. I do. And I talked to God about the situation. I talked to my husband about the situation, and he was saying, do you know how many women wish they could stay at home and not be looked at like they're beneath their husband just because they're staying at home and the husband is going to work? I don't look at you like you're beneath me. I look at you like you're my partner, like we're in this together. I go to work, but you're also at work. you're taking care of our baby. And even before I had a baby, he would say, you're taking care of the house. You can do whatever it is that you want to do. Don't make anybody make you feel less than because you don't work. So what? Like, you take care of the house, you take care of yourself. Do you want to, whatever you want to do throughout the day, if you want to do absolutely nothing, you can do that. But don't ever look at yourself as if you're not anything, or you're not making big moves because you don't work. And it's just now hitting me years later. We've been together for 60 years, and it's just now hitting me that it's not a bad thing, that I'm exactly where God wants me to be. Sometimes I still feel like I'm not exactly where I should be in life. I'll be 32 in November, and there's a ton of things that I still want to accomplish, but I'm learning how to be proud of the things that I've already accomplished, and to just be proud of where I am right now, because I'm so much better than I was a year ago, mentally, physically, emotionally. I haven't had a surgery. I have aches and pains, probably just like a whole lot of other people, but I've learned how to pray over myself and try to relax when I can, and just keep it moving. That's just me. I know how to keep it moving. When I'm not all right, I'm all right. And I feel like that's something to celebrate, and that's something to be proud of, because the road that I've been on, it hasn't been easy. It really hasn't. It's been a blessed road, but it hasn't been an easy road. And I've never asked God for easy. I've asked God to help me endure, to help me keep going, to help me to be happy no matter what life throws at me, to still be prayerful, to still be everything that I need to be happy, because my husband can't give me the happiness that I should have on the inside of me. My baby can't give me the happiness that should be inside of me. Happiness starts from within. And I always felt like driving is where my happiness lies. Working is where my happiness lies. Just doing all the things that everybody else does, but not so. My path is not like everybody else's. That's not to say that the things that I'm speaking of, I'd like to just forget about. That's not what I'm saying. But at the same time, my road in my life and my blessings aren't like anybody else's. There's a reason why I stay blessed, and I feel like it's because first and foremost, that God loves me, and God has something oh so big in store for me. Because no matter how many times the devil has broke me down, God just built me right back on up every time. So I just feel like I don't ever need to give up, or I don't ever need to get down on myself and feel like I'm not what's the word I'm looking for? That I'm not where I should be, or that I'm not good where I am, because I am. I really am. And especially with all this, like I said, craziness going on in the world, most times it's like, where can I go? Because I don't really want to be around a whole lot of folks anyway. So where can I go, or what do I really want to do? I can wear a mask all day long. My husband can wear a mask all day long, but my biggest concern, our biggest concern, is our baby girl. I don't want her to have to go through anything that she doesn't have to go through, solely because I want to get out and do certain things. No, I want to be able to protect her as long as possible, and I am. But like I said, shout out to the stay-at-home mothers. Shout out to the husbands that doesn't make them feel like they're less than, but treat them as though they're a partner. Because guess what? The things that they can't take care of while they're at work, we do. We handle the back end of things. The phone calls that they can't make while they're at work, we do. We keep up the house. We cook. We clean. We still have to communicate once they get home, even if we're exhausted after taking care of the kids. We still have to listen to them about the way that their day went. We still have to we still have to just push through. We still have to go on about our day, no matter how we feel. I know that men do too, but it's just something about a woman, a strong, determined woman. No matter how we feel, we still have to get up, face the day with a smile, and keep it moving. We just do. That's just who we are. And I feel like um I add a different type of spunk to my husband's life, and he knows that too. But he'll really know once he see this video. um, it's not about working. It's not about punching the clock. It's about being a confident woman. It's about being a supportive woman. It's about being all that you know how to be. It's the reason why that man or that woman fell in love with you in the first place. So it's not for you to do anything different. Yes, for the better, but at the same time, it's a reason why they chose you and only you. And that's something that I have to constantly remind myself of. He didn't choose me because I had a job. He didn't choose me because I had a degree. He chose me because I feel like I'm DeAndrea. I'm sassy. I'm funny. I'm intelligent. And I'm nothing like he's ever had in his life and never ever will again. So that's just something that we as women have to know, that we're the prize, always have been and always will be. Yes, if you have a good man, uplift him, celebrate him, because I do. I'm not saying that I'm the only prize, but I am a prize. And that's something that we often have to remind ourselves of. Even if they uplift us, we have to learn how to uplift ourselves as well, and not just be that strong woman all the time. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to talk, talk. If you need to go see a therapist, go see a therapist. I used to feel like that was weird of people to want to go talk to a stranger, but honestly, that's something that I plan to do in the near future. Talk to a therapist, because they don't know me, I don't know them, but I can vent and talk to them without them judging me, or without them um, throwing anything up in my face, because at the end of the day, they don't know me even if they did. So I feel like it's worth it. I really do. And I don't think it's weird of anybody who wants to do that. I actually feel like, again, that's a part of self-care. Getting things off of your chest and not holding grudges and not holding things on the inside. We've all gone through things and probably still going through things, whether if it's financially, mentally, if anything, with everything that has changed in the world. So I feel like that would be needed. That's something that's like a necessity. A lot of people go on and just feel like I'm okay, and I was always one of those kind of people, until you just literally explode like a bomb, because you've said you're okay all these years and you're really not. And I've talked to people, but it's nothing like really just pouring out to somebody. Yes, you can pray to God. Yes, you can talk to your husband or wife. Yes, you can talk to your parents or whoever you may want to confide in. But me personally, I don't think there's nothing wrong with seeking a therapist. I don't. But that's just my personal opinion, along with everything else that I say in my videos. You can agree or disagree, but just don't ever feel like you're not enough. You are more than enough. And if a person can't make you feel that way, then that's not the person for you. And I'm not just saying a significant other. I'm talking about friends, family, whoever will belittle you. I feel like they don't love you. And whoever feels like because you are distant, that you don't love them, or that they don't mean anything to you, I feel like they don't understand the role that you're on either. And that's where I am. I feel like as long as I understand the road that I'm on, nobody else has to understand it. Like literally nobody. Some roles you have to just take alone, whether it looks weird to everybody around you. You just have to do it because it feels good to you. If it's not harming you, if it's not a sin, if it's not anything just outrageous, then do you. And that's where I am in life. It's all about doing me, doing what feels good to DeAndrea in a positive way, though. Um, like I said, it's not that I'm ignoring anybody, but being a mother and getting some self care in some on certain days can be a bit of a challenge. So it's like self care, wife, mommy, cooking, cleaning. Oh man, I'm not getting ready to answer that phone right now. It's not that I don't love you, but I gotta get some me time in. And that's what I'm learning. Like I said, especially on the weekend. That's why a lot of my videos are done on the weekend. To me, this is a part of my me time. This is a part of my vent session. This is a part of something that I love to do, to just speak out to you all and hopefully encourage, uplift, inspire something after watching my videos. I hope I do some of those things, if not all of those things. And I just hope that you get something out of it. Even if you just smile and don't get anything out of it, even if I make you laugh, something. That's just my prayer when I do these videos. That I help somebody else say, you know what? I'm getting ready to do me. I'm gonna do what's best for me. I wanna do what makes me happy. I wanna put on that dress that I've been wanting to put on, but I was too nervous about my weight. I'm there too, but that's a whole nother video and a whole different topic. But I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed Sunday, and I'll be back with another video real soon. Talk to you guys soon.